Good morning there. This is Pastor Jeff. It is Monday, June 22nd. Our psalm reading is Psalms 86, verses 11 through 17. Train me, God, to walk straight. Then I'll follow your true path. Put me together, one heart and mind. Then undivided I'll worship in joyful fear. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you, dear Lord. I've never kept a secret what you're up to. You've always been great towards me. What love! You snatched me from the brink of disaster. God, these bullies have reared their heads. A gang of thugs is after me, and they don't care a thing about you. But you, oh God, both tender and kind, not easily angered, immense in love, and you never quit. So look me in the eye and show kindness. Give your servant the strength to go on. Save your dear child. Make a show of how much you love me, so the bullies who hate me will stand there slack-jawed. As you, God, gently and powerfully put me back on my feet. Our Old Testament reading today is Genesis chapter 16. We'll be looking at verses 1 through 15. Sarai, Abram's wife, hadn't yet produced a child. She had an Egyptian maid named Hagar. Sarai said to Abram, God has not seen fit to let me have a child. Sleep with my maid. Maybe I can get a family from her. Abram agreed to do what Sarai said. So Sarai, Abram's wife, took her Egyptian maid Hagar and gave her to her husband Abram as a wife. Abram had been living 10 years in Canaan when this took place. He slept with Hagar, and she got pregnant. When Hagar learned she was pregnant, she looked down on her mistress. Sarai told Abram, "It's all your fault that I'm suffering this abuse. I put my maid in bed with you, and the minute she shows she's pregnant, she treats me like I'm nothing. May God decide which one of us is right." "You decide," said Abram. "Your maid is your business." Sarai was abusive to Hagar, and Hagar ran away. An angel of God found her beside a spring in the desert. It was the spring on the road to Shur, and he said, "Hagar, maid of Sarai, what are you doing here?" She said, "I'm running away from Sarai, my mistress." The angel of God said, "Go back to your mistress. Put up with her abuse." He continued, "I'm going to give you a big family, children past counting. From this pregnancy, you'll get a son. Name him Ishmael, for God heard you. God answered you. He'll be a bunky bronco of a man, a real fighter, fighting and being fought, always stirring up trouble, always at odds with his family." She answered God by name, praying to God who spoke to her, "You're the God who sees me." Yes, he saw me, and then I saw him. That's how the desert spring got named. God alive sees me spring. That spring is still there, between Kadesh and Bered. Hagar gave Abram a son. Abram named him Ishmael. Abram was 86 years old when Hagar gave him his son Ishmael. Revelations chapter 2, verses 1 through 7. Write this to Ephesus, to the angel of the church, the one with 7 stars in the right first grip, striding through the golden 7 light circles speaks. I see what you've done, your hard work, your refusal to quit. I know you can't stomach evil and that you weed out apostolic pretenders. I know your persistence, your courage in my case, in my cause, that you never wear out. But you walked away from your first love. Why? What's going on with you anyway? Do you have any idea how far you've fallen? A Lucifer fall. Turn back. Recover your dear early love. No time to waste, for I'm well on my way to removing your light from the golden circle. You do have this to your credit. You hate the Nickelodeon business. I hate it too. Are your ears awake? Listen. Listen to the wind words, the spirit blowing through the churches. I'm about to call each conqueror to dinner. I'm spreading a banquet of tree of life, fruit, a supper plucked from God's orchard. And there ends our reading for the day.